There is an elephant in the room that I need to address. So my last video about how Donald Trump was a huge failure and how he betrayed everybody got surprisingly a lot of views overnight. Now there were a lot of comments from Trump supporters defending him and insulting me, and there's just a few things I would like to say to it, and also there are a few things that seem a bit suspicious to me. So let's get into it. What even happened? So on Sunday I uploaded a video about how Donald Trump betrayed everyone. I thought nothing of it. I thought this would be an average video, getting, I don't know, maybe around 30, 40, 50 views after 24 hours, like it usually does. So you can imagine how surprised I was when I checked YouTube Studio on my phone this morning and I saw that this video had over 300 views. Which was really surprising since this is like a new record for me and I initially celebrated. But I didn't really think much of it since I was on the train to school and I didn't really have time to check it detailed. But when I checked it on my laptop and I had more time, I saw that this video had a lot of comments and a lot of dislikes. So when I checked it in the morning, it had 9 dislikes and only around 6 or 7 likes. Which was pretty bad for my videos because usually my videos get like so few likes. It's usually mostly 100%. Like when I go through my videos, I see like 4 likes, 3 likes, 5 likes, 8 likes, etc. And I only have 2 videos with dislikes. One dislike was on the Nick Fuentes video and the other dislike was on the Christian Democratic Party in Slovakia. So I thought, well, okay, what went wrong with this one? So I checked out the comments and the comments were surprisingly negative and I will go through them right now. Now, there were some positive ones which mentioned the Epstein files, which is a thing I forgot. And I said in the video that I couldn't list all of Trump's failures since the video would be too long. No, he did not. Okay, he promised you mass deportations, no new wars and the release of all Epstein files. And even more things. Did he deliver on any of it? There are no mass deportations. I don't think I need to comment on the no new war stuff. There is a war in Iran going on right now and the US is losing it. And you didn't even get a full release of the Epstein files. Now you might say, well, the Epstein files were released under the Trump administration. He was forced to release the Epstein files. He didn't want to release the Epstein files. If you remember, he called everyone that demanded the release of the Epstein files a traitor and that he doesn't want their support. So yes, dear commenter, he betrayed you. Now to this comment calling him the best and that he is saving USA and the Americans. Okay, how is he saving the US? The only country he is saving is Israel. And you could maybe argue that he is also saving the illegal immigrants because he's letting them stay and he's not deporting them at all. And what is that besides giving amnesty to these illegals? So he's not saving Americans, he's saving Israel, illegal immigrants and big corporations. And I don't really know what you're talking about the WEF, Soros and China. It just really sounds like some low IQ conspiracy slop. Now I get what you're trying to say, but you just need to really think it through and do more research. I don't think I need to say anything on the comment calling me a lying liberal. First of all, I'm not lying. This is what is happening. I didn't tell any lie. Trump doesn't do mass deportations. He started a war in Iran. You can't deny those things. And liberal, seriously, have you ever seen my channel or even see the name Groiper? They are not illiberal, but they are like not your typical liberal that is like pro everything, let people do whatever they want. The only sense where I'm liberal is free speech. This is the only example I can think of right now. I'm sure there are other things where I am pretty liberal, but I can't think of them right now. Saving the Western world? Who said that? He's saving USA, that's it. The woke Europe can go under. What? First of all, I said Western civilization, and Trump is part of Western civilization. And the whole thing about saving Western civilization was part of like the radical MAGA saying that Trump is going to save Western civilization from the Democrats, the woke agenda and the illegal immigrants. So yeah, that's who said that. Your base. And what do you mean with the woke Europe can you go under? Look at California, look at New York. You elected a Muslim mayor that wants to tax white people and give it to black people and Hispanics. We are not woke. I mean, we have woke cities like Paris, Berlin, and Bern, but we are the furthest thing from woke. Just go to Hungary. The only options there are center right, right, and far right. I don't think you can call this woke Europe. And we are actually better off than you. Europe is over 80% white, and some countries are still over 90% white. How many percent white is America? Even the whitest states like Maine are now below 90%. Now this commenter is just like completely coping. No, he is not going to destroy the globalist, terrorist and Democrat corruption. He is part of the corruption. The whole Iran war is corrupt. Literally, he announces these things, these big things that matter right before the market opens so that his people who have this insider knowledge can invest, and afterwards when the markets go up or down, they just get a lot of money. So he is part of the corruption, and he is a globalist, and to some extent he is a terrorist. And what do you mean it does take quite a few broken eggs? Literally, I just have no words for this. The whole administration is broken. He broke like every promise he made to you normal people, and he kept every promise he made to Israel and his donors. So how about you check back on this post in the coming weeks, months, years? I will tag you in a month, I will tag you in a year, and you can tell me then how wrong I was. And to think that Orange Man bad, I was a huge Trump supporter during the election. Here's some pictures of me with a MAGA hat, and I even came with a MAGA hat to my school. I lost friendships over this, okay? So I just see well past Orange Man bad. I was part of MAGA. I couldn't sleep during the 2024 election because I was so nervous about the outcome. So what do you mean? I used to be MAGA. At core, I'm MAGA, but MAGA has just become Make Israel Great, okay? This has nothing to do with America anymore. I support America first. Americans need to be put first, and so do Europeans, and so do Slovakians. This is my new ideology, because MAGA is broken and it needs to be burned down. Now, I don't need to say anything anymore to this comment since I already answered that in the previous replies. Now, this is the last comment I'll be getting into. I also replied to it down below. And now he's saying that Trump is playing some 5D chess, that he just cut off China from the global energy market, and that USA will now become the global energy supplier. And I get where that's coming from, but China has enough resources and has connections with Russia to take care of themselves for a while. Now, yes, this is going to be a little bit more unstable, but China won't suffer from this. Who will suffer from this is Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan. So no, Trump is not playing any 5D chess here or some grand strategy. The US doesn't even produce enough energy to supply the whole world. All the energy, all the oil, all the fertilizers, all the liquid natural gas is behind the Strait of Hormuz. So this comment is just delusional and wrong. Now, a thing I wanted to point out is that I'm very suspicious that this might have been botted, because first of all, it got a lot of views and it got very few likes and dislikes compared to my other videos, and even compared to other videos on YouTube. Usually, if you have a video with, I don't know, 100,000 views, you have around 5 to 10,000 likes, which is around 5 to 10%. And now in this case, I only have around 2 to 3% of likes, or if you count the dislikes, you get 4% of the engagement. And in the morning it was like even lower. And what also makes me suspicious is that the average view duration is 1 minute. In the morning it used to be around 50 seconds, so it went up a little bit, which makes me suspect that this might have been like just botted or something. I don't know, I'm not an expert here, I'm just sharing my worries. And another thing is that if I go into my analytics, this video actually performed quite normally, how I expected it. So when I uploaded it, it got like normal views as usual. I had like 1 to 2 views per hour, but then suddenly around midnight I get this huge jump of 30, 75, 30, 48 views per hour, which is like not really normal. So I'm not really sure if this has just hit a lot of the US people or if this has been some kind of a botting plot. Since the video is now normal, it doesn't get much views now. For the last 6 hours it has gotten like 1 view per hour. Now there was a slight jump of 7 views per hour 2 hours ago. So yeah, that's kind of it for today. Let me know what you think about this. If you are like a YouTube analytics expert, let me know if this was spotted or if this was just normal. I'm curious to hear that since I don't really know. And yeah, that's kind of about it. If you want more videos on Tuesday, let me know. This is kind of spontaneous since I usually do one video in Slovak on Thursday and one video in English on Sunday. Now, I actually had another video planned for today, but since this thing happened with Trump, I thought I just need to do this video for today. And if you're wondering why I want to do videos on Tuesdays, it's because my views drop on like Tuesday and Wednesday since it has been like 3 and 4 days after I uploaded my last video. So I kind of wanted to push the algorithm more and try to practice my free speech. Since the videos I do on Thursday and Sunday are scripted and the ones that I want to do on Tuesday are unscripted to practice my speaking in front of the mic alone. So yeah, that's it. I'm Slovak Raper and I'll see you next week.